Welcome everyone, it's King of Cobra 73 and I'm back with more Keiser University Dynasty. Yes, the season had to be started over because I messed up, but this is the Keiser Football season debut. This is week 1 against the Florida Gators. This is Coach Socha's coaching debut here at Keiser University. Can the Seahawks upset the number 17 Gators? That's what Socha has his boys thinking. But the question is, can they pull it off? Can they do it? We'll be back after this, but it's Seahawks and Gators coming up next. Welcome everyone to beautiful, rainy Gainsville, Florida, and Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. The debuting team, Keiser University Seahawks, are taking on the number 17 Florida Gators. My name is King of Cobra 73, or just Cobra, and this is my NCAA 14 Team Builder Dynasty. We started over, and let's get it started. As the Seahawks, we're going to select Tails, because Tails never fails. And we're going the ball first, as the orange and blue chants are loud. And here we go. Kick is off to Corey Washington. Washington's going to take this, and he's going to just kneel it in the end zone right there. No reason to take it out. And here it is. Doug Socha coaching his first game at Keiser University, and he sends out his quarterback, Byron Harrison, freshman quarterback Byron Harrison. And the stadium is loud, and I can barely hear myself think. Harrison drops back, looking left, and he finds, no, Emmanuel Anthony dropped it. And looks like that Gator linebacker got his hand on it too. Harrison under center now. Harrison trying to wait for the stadium to crowd down, so but he's going to hand this off to Bradley Moss, and Moss goes up the middle for a 3-yard gain. Harrison dropping back again. That's about a 7-step drop. He's going up the middle to Emmanuel Anthony, and Anthony drops it. And there was Reese. And so we'll bring out the punter, Sam Franklin, and Franklin with the weak punt here. Let's go to Antonio Callaway, and let's see what the beast Antonio Callaway does. He is their best player on the field, the best receiver. He'll be, well, shadowed most of the game by John Paul Inman. We'll see how that goes. Felipe Franks is the starting quarterback here in Florida, and he's gonna dump that one off to Josh Hammond. That is Jordan Scarlett in the backfield with Franks, and he's gonna fake it to Scarlett, and that's gonna be Franks running. Felipe Franks is not gonna go anywhere. They're gonna register that as a sack. The first sack of Keiser University program goes to Joel Ramirez. Ramirez, a great kid here. Great story on that kid. He came from Mexico with his parents, and to make a better life for his parents, he sought out football, and his dream is to be drafted to the NFL. So wait a minute, Jordan Scarlett here, and Jordan Scarlett just spun off a tackle there. But I have high hopes for that kid. He's a really good kid, guys. I tell you what. He's one of the team leaders. He gets the team pumped up, and Felipe Franks is gonna miss his receiver there. But he's a team leader, and the guys on the team respect him. I respect him, and you guys should too. Franks dropping back. He's gonna find Tyree Cleveland here, and Cleveland is gonna break Paul Inman's tackle, and that's gonna be Scarlett going up the left side, and Scarlett just breaking tackles. That's an 8-yard run from Jordan Scarlett. Felipe Franks out of the gun. Felipe Franks calling an audible. Ball snap. Franks going left. That's going to be caught by Powell. But Powell was going nowhere as Ryan Washington was right there. That is Corey Washington's brother. Scarlett up the middle. Jordan Scarlett is going to be taken down by Burke. Franks Drawing to the left side. He's going to find Hammond again for a 9-yard gain. 2nd and goal now for the Gators. They're just driving down the field with ease. And Jordan Scarlett had the touchdown there, but he missed it. Franks back to pass. Franks going to try to run it in, and Franks going to walk in. Touchdown, Gators. We have a studio update now, and oh my goodness, Syracuse has upset the number 6 team, 41-31. Penn State falls, and Barkley only got 12 carries. Huh, that's interesting. Well, we come back to our Seahawks here, and that's going to be hand off to Bradley Moss. Moss going up left side, and Moss gets a 5-yard gain. 3rd and 3 now. And it's going to be Bradley Moss again. Bradley Moss trying to fight for his way. They're going to say he's short by a yard. So here we go with another punt. And it's another weak one from Sam Franklin. And it's going to be Callaway, the ever dangerous Antonio Callaway. But it's just a 9-yard return for him. Franks in the gun with Scarlett to his left. And Franks is going to scramble this one. Felipe Franks has a lot of green ahead of him. And he's going to be taken down after a 12-yard run. Franks, gun, Scarlett to his left, has a man in motion. I believe that is Powell. And that's going to be a hand up to Scarlett, and Scarlett is going to fight for his way for a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3 now for the Gators. Franks back to pass. Franks going to find DeAndre Goolsby, the tight end, and that's a 7-yard gain. Scarlett to his left. Franks, gun, backing off. Franks going to his right. He's going to find Powell. That's his dump off man, and Powell gets 4 yards. 2nd and 6 now for the Gators. Has a man in motion. That is Powell again. That's going to be a draw to Scarlett there. And Jordan Scarlett is going to be taken down by Joel Ramirez after a 13-yard gain. 1st and 10 now. That's going to be a toss to Scarlett. Look at the patience from Jordan Scarlett. The patience from Jordan Scarlett waiting for his block to be established there. That's beautiful running from the Gator running back. 2nd and 4 now. Franks calling another audible. Out of the pistol now. Franks going to call his own number. Felipe Franks gets out. Wait a minute. Touchdown, Gators. Felipe Franks spinning off that tackle. It is now 14-0 Gators. Corey Washington now back on the kick. And Corey Washington gets a 25-yard gain. As you see, Gators defense has just been hounding us so far, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. The Florida Gators lead 14-0. I don't think we even have a catch yet. This may be a long day, folks, but we will endure it. Harrison under center. Harrison back to pass, and that's going to be Antoine Moore on the catch. Antoine Moore with a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 now. And they're going to run it left side, excuse me, with Bradley Moss. Bradley Moss has a bunch of green ahead of him. Bradley Moss with an 18-yard run. Bradley Moss, the senior running back. And he's more of a power back there. So I expect them to be running north and south. Not all. Byron Harris is going to go down with a sack. 3rd and 17 now. Looks like they're setting up screen. Bradley Moss gets nowhere. As a matter of fact, he loses some yards. Sam Franklin again. Let's see how much better he can do on this one. Franklin gets the kick off. Almost blocked. That's better. It takes a Keiser University bounce. And Callaway's not going to take it, and will take it. Underwood. Steve Underwood is the one who downs it. Number 29. He downs it on the 8-yard line. So this is good. Good field position. That's going to be a read option. Felipe Franks. Felipe Franks has a bunch of green ahead of him. Felipe Franks just might score, being chased down by Kendrick Whitaker, and Whitaker gets him. What a run. And a face mask to add to it. Whitaker took him down by the face mask. And just like that, the Gators are in the red zone. Franks back to pass. Franks gonna find Brandon Powell. 3rd and 4 for the I can't believe that just happened. 3rd and 4 for the Gators now. They have a 14-0 lead, and well, Franks just got rid of that one quickly. Boys are celebrating here. I guess they're happy about that, and that's a win, because that is a field goal, so it is a win for us. Washington out of the end zone. This kid is electric with the ball in his hand, I tell you. I've seen him at practice. That's a 17-yard gain. I think he should be our starting running back, but Socha likes Moss. And that's a catch from Julian Reed, the best receiver on this team, possibly the best player. He gets 15, number 35. And that's going to be Carlton Dunn. Carlton Dunn, the wide receiver, just took a carry there. They like seeing him in a whole bunch of packages because Dunn is a very fast player. And that's going to be Antoine Moore. He drops it. Now, Harrison had a tight end wide open. He didn't see him. I believe that was Utley who was wide open. But he just didn't see him. And if you look at this interesting stat, Antonio Callaway has been shut down. That's going to be a carry to Scarlett there. And that's an 8-yard gain. Seems that Inman has been doing his job lately. That's Scarlett to the right side, and Scarlett's going to get taken down by DJ Burke. That's a loss of 1, and the boys are going to celebrate that one. 3rd and 3. Let's get them off the field here. Franks back to pass. Franks looking, and Franks felt the pressure, and he's going to throw that one away. Now it's punt time. The first punt for the Gators, and let's see. I believe that is Townsend punting. This is Ryan Washington on the receive, and Ryan Washington gets about 10 yards on that return. Byron Harrison in the gun. It's going to hand it off to Bradley Moss there, and I don't agree with that play call there from Coach Doug Socha. There's a screen. Carlton Dunn on the screen. Perfect play call. That's an 8-yard gain, and they're going to stay on the field for this 4th down. It's another screen to Carlton Dunn. The Gators sniff it out this time. How often does the same play work twice? And these fans right here are on their feet. That's going to be Jordan Scarlett up the middle. And what a block. Jordan Scarlett still going. Big man rumbling. 32 yards for Jordan Scarlett. Felipe Franks, and he tried to squeeze that into Gooseby, I think. But it just wasn't ideal. Here's Scarlett up the middle, and Scarlett gets a touchdown. This is now a 24-0 lead for the Gators. Harrison out of the gun. Harrison trying to find something, but no one was getting open. An offensive line was closing, and he took a hit on that play. He took a hit. Byron Harrison's hurt, folks. So, introducing sophomore quarterback Levi Fleming, and he gets taken down immediately. Fleming is the better passer. He's the better passer out of the quarterback bunch, while Harrison's the most athletic. Let's see what he has. And he almost throws an interception, his first pass. Wow. 24-0. Gators have a chance to score again. This is not what Keiser Football is about. He's going to dump it off to the flat, to Brandon Powell. 7-yard gain for the Gators. 2nd and 3 now. 25 seconds remaining in the half. And there's the snap. Franks looking. Franks going to take this one himself. Felipe Franks gets the first down, and that's going to stop the clock. Franks under center now. Franks back to pass. 7 yards, 7-step, and Franks is going to look, and he's going to be sacked. They're going to call that a sack. Kendrick Whitaker, and they're going to call a timeout here so they can come out with a field goal, and they make it 27-0 for the Keiser University. Eddie Pinero makes that one. So it is halftime, folks. I'm gonna take a break. We need a break. I'll see you guys after the break. Welcome back to the second half of this route. Florida Gators 27, Keiser University nothing. Can we at least get a score? Third quarter. Can we at least get a score to show these guys that we mean business? C.J. Henderson with a 29-yard return there. And here we go, second half action. The Gators have been whooping us in all phases of the game, and that's the main reason why. Jordan Scarlett, we can't stop the run. And that's gonna, I know this is the Gators, they're one of the top teams in the nation, number 17 ranked. But we can't stop the run. And you know, other teams in our conference, we're in the Sun Belt Conference, by the way. Other teams are like, wait a minute, Felipe Franks, here we go. Felipe Franks breaking Brent Smiley's ankles with that one. And he's still up. How? Felipe Franks is the first time. But teams in our conference are seeing that we can't stop the run. Here goes Franks again. Franks just going up the left side, right side. I don't know my left from my right apparently. That's how flustered this game has me. I don't know my left from my right. Franks under center. And here's Perrine. Perrine breaking a tackle there. LaMichael Perrine with a 10-yard run. As I was saying, that's how flustered this game has me. I don't know my left from my right. Here's Scarlett going up the left side, now cutting it back in the middle. 247 rushing yards, and 123 of those coming from that man, Jordan Scarlett. He's taking a break this time, and it's Perrine. Perrine cutting back left. Perrine finds the blocks he needed, and that's a 20-yard touchdown. Hey, another upset. Mississippi State takes down Oklahoma State 34-24. Mason Rudolph had not have an amazing game, and neither did Washington. Doesn't matter to us though. We don't see any of those teams this year. I'm sorry guys. This is depression. Fleming back to pass. Fleming trying to avoid the sack, but he steps right into it, and that's a 7-yard loss. 2nd and 17 now. Bradley Moss up the middle. Moss finding some running room there. Gets the sack yardage back in a little bit more with that 9-yard run. 3rd and 8 now. Fleming back to pass. Fleming trying to thread the needle, and that's picked up by Zuniga. And Zuniga looks like he might take this one to the house, and no, he takes it to the 2-yard line. And he's gonna easy Tyree Cleveland. Felipe Franks has not been passing the ball lately. Fleming finding Julian Reed there. That's 15 for number 35. Excuse me. Carlton Dunn in the backfield, and they're going to hand it off to Dunn. Dunn gets the first down and a little bit more. That's a gain of 8 for the fun offensive player. And like I said, they want to use Dunn wherever they can, and look at Carlton Dunn here. Carlton Dunn giving this team a spark they need. Another 4-yard gain. And of course, go for it. You have nothing to lose here. Fleming back to pass. And he finds Julian Reed. He had a man open in the flats, and Reed gets an 11-yard gain. And that's going to be another handoff to Carlton Dunn. Dunn with another 4-yard carry. Fleming back to pass under center. That's going to be Julian Reed, and Julian Reed breaking the ankles of that Gator. That's 16 yards. And here's Curtis Cope, another senior running back, another power back. And get this, he's actually 2nd on the official depth chart, who I think should be starting. This is just me. Is 3rd on the depth chart. And there he is, Corey Washington, the 3rd running back, and he scores Keiser University's first touchdown, and it's a pass play. As you see, he spun right into the end zone, and we're kicking it to Henderson again. I mean, that felt good. This game is all but over, and look at Henderson there. C.J. Henderson, what a play there. But as I was saying, this game is all but over, but it's fun to see your players just not show any quit. They keep fighting, and I love that about this team. And here's Scarlett up the left side, and he gets a 7-yard run. 2nd and 3 now for the Gators. Franks in the pistol. Middle, Scarlett. And Scarlett is just fighting Kendrick Whitaker. 2nd and 10 now. Scarlett going to the left. And Scarlett, we're finally stopping Scarlett there. That's Kendrick Whitaker again. 3rd and 12 now. And that's LaMichael Perrine there. And Joel Ramirez meets him in the middle of the field. Fleming passing. And that's Corey Washington. And the same play they scored on. Washington gets 6. And that's Washington. Left side. Washington has some green. Corey Washington with a 10-yard run. Washington is probably our fastest running back as well. Washington still in the game. In the backfield. Fleming under center. Ball snap. And that's going to Washington. Washington has a lot of green. The blocks are there. Corey Washington gets a big gain of 24 for number 24. Fleming back to pass. And Fleming gets taken down immediately. Goodness gracious, this offensive line isn't helping. And that was a lazily thrown ball, and that was a bad decision. Picked off by Moon there. And Fleming, yeah, team is there to, he knows it. Team is there to support him. You know, these guys are loving Franks, and Frank is going to get sacked by Freeman there. Jordan Freeman with his first sack of his career. 2nd and 17 coming up for the Gators. Felipe Franks gonna go on the center. Scarlett in the backfield. Franks back to pass. That's gonna be Powell wide open there underneath. And you know what? I said earlier that John Paul Inman is shutting down Antonio Callaway. To be honest, I don't remember seeing Antonio Callaway out there at all. Did Antonio Callaway get benched for some team-related activities we don't know about? Possibly, but Tyree Cleveland catches that one. And he's still not on the field. You know what? That's fine. That's Scarlett going up the middle. 5-yard gain for Jordan Scarlett. 2nd and 5 now. Jordan Scarlett up the middle again, and he's going to put an exclamation point on this game. 18-yard run for Jordan Scarlett. Lewis in motion. Scarlett going up the right. Scarlett does not go down with first contact. And, well, that'll do it, folks. The Gators will run off the clock after that, and look at Felipe Frank's stats. 12 for 17, 75 yards, but 10 carries for 107 yards. This game was tough, guys. It was a tough one, but hey, this is what we needed. We need to fight tough teams like this so we can get better, so we know where we're at. I'm not disappointed in our boys. I'm happy with our boys. Our boys showed fight, and that's what I expect them to do all season. I don't think we're going to be a bold team. I think we can get at least 3 wins. So, I'm happy to follow these guys' journey here. This is Keiser season's first. This is Keiser season. This is Keiser Football's first season in Division 1 in the NCAA. So, let's make it a great one, boys. Let's show these teams what we can do. In week 3, we go against Army. And we go home. So, that should be fun. Here are the stats for the game, guys. I'm Cobra. Don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to leave a like. I'm out.